Hello, hope you are doing well in your life. Hope you are maintaining a very good health. Today I am talking about diabetes, type 2 diabetes, because every household has at least two members who are suffering with diabetes. So diabetes is only 10 to 15% genetic. So if we have diabetes, then we think, it's all genetic. My mother had diabetes, my father had diabetes, so I am having diabetes. But the fact and research shows that it's mainly because of dietary habits. Genetics play only 10 to 15%, but majority 80 to 90% it is because of a diet we are taking. And also, if it's a wrong diet, then it is a continuous intake of medicines and insulin and then taking the wrong diet, which can prove to be very harmful in the long run. So what type of diet we should take, and what is diabetes actually? So when we are having food, the food enters our body and the body converts it into glucose. The glucose then tries to enter every cell in the body to produce energy. And to enter into a cell, it needs a hormone called insulin, which is produced by pancreas. So as the glucose is trying to enter the cell, at one stage, the cell is full of glucose and the insulin outside is trying to push more glucose into the cell and it fails. So that's when the disease sets in, diabetes sets in. So and then the blood also will have high levels of glucose. The cells are full of glucose and the insulin is outside, unable to do anything. So when the blood is having high levels of glucose, the blood becomes thick and it can't enter into small vessels, or the arteries, the blood flow, when it goes into all the blood vessels, it becomes very thick and it doesn't go into small branches of the main vessels. So in that stage, blood tends to stick to the walls of the blood vessels. This produces inflammation. So inflammation can lead to many dangerous diseases. So that's why they say that diabetes is the mother of all the diseases. So how can we control diabetes? How can we control diabetes main thing is to do regular exercise, keep the body weight in control, and we Indians, and especially South Indians, we tend to take a lot of white rice. White rice is very rich in glycemic index, so it can produce a lot of spikes in the sugar levels. So instead of white rice, if we can switch on to millets and also jawar. So these are the very traditional and old pulses of India, and nowadays we are not taking them. So if you can practice taking these pulses like millets and also jawar, instead of wheat roti, if you can have jawar roti, then it will bring the sugar levels down immediately. So in the morning, as a breakfast, you can have fresh fruits, and many people think that diabetics that can't take fruits, but it is a myth. It's wrong. The sugar in fruits is fructose, which is easily metabolized by the liver. As a breakfast, you can take fruits, and then if you still feel hungry, you can have oats. Oats also has less glycemic index and it gets the sugar levels down in your body immediately. Then in the lunch, you can have a salad. Salad can be made of cucumber and onion and also tomatoes with a dash of lemon juice. And also you can have some fruits if you are still hungry. Then if you are having a snack in the evening, it is roasted peanuts or soaked almonds or dry fruits. Dry fruits also, they have very good fat, and also it has. So in the dinner, if you can start with an onion salad, onions are very good antioxidants. The next thing is they will fill up your stomach, and also you feel full, and also you can have something to do with millets. So you can make khichdi with millets, biryani with millets, so many varieties you can do with millets. So if you can have dinner with millets, then it will be very good, and also they'll bring the sugar levels down. So diabetes is usually not genetics, it is a dietary fault by an individual. So the diets which you are taking are making the sugar levels more, and then you are taking metformin and insulin and all to get them down. But if you take the correct diet, then they will not take the sugar levels more, and you will need less and less of this diabetic medication. So please go for long walks also, and keep yourself active, and also drink plenty of water, good sleep, and the diet, very good diet and right diet. So I hope this is very informative to you, and also please try to share it with your friends, and also hope you will maintain a very good health. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.